the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm...
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 11. Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He's got Hurst, his tight end. He's going to have the first down and more than that. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon again, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted,
here we go.
on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
MP, Kate. 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
11.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 2.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On one, ready?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Here we go, here we go.
Mixing up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back to Mixon on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Again, it's Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Burrow looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Jones on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots, They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
12, 11, 11. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
On one, ready? Eleven. 12.
That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Thomas.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide, and he'll be out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
11. 12. 12.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
11.
And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taking it about the 1. Marcus Jones, a return man. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
11 MTs, hey! 11 MTs. Hey, can.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to Mixon on second down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Evans is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Here we
From
go.
back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Gotta go.
A handoff to Mixon, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
11 mighty.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of...
And this is caught! And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 1, right?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So this one in the